for skill versus will. It's go time tomorrow night at Chase Center on the riverfront in Wilmington, Delaware. This outstanding fight card is being brought to you by David Feldman Promotions in association with Nelson's Promotions. A special shout out for Nelson's Promotions as well as King's Boxing Promotions. And ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I'm going to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to just everybody make sure to take a seat. Just everybody grab a seat real quick. And I'd like you all to please join me as we observe a moment of silence. Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, the boxing community lost an icon in Philadelphia and beyond just 2 days ago with the passing of David Feldman's father, Marty Feldman. And ladies and gentlemen, in recognition of our great loss, to the boxing community, not just here in Delaware and Philadelphia, but really around the country and around the world, we'd like to just take a moment of silence and recognize Marty Feldman's contribution to our sport and offer a prayer for the Feldman family. Please join us right now in a moment of silence. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the weigh-in. Our main event is sanctioned by the World Boxing Foundation, and joining us is WBF North American Vice President James Gibbs. All the bouts are sanctioned by the Virginia Athletic Advisory Board, and overseeing the weigh-in is Executive Director David Holland. The very patient program administrator is Tracy Fagan. Please buy her a beverage from the bar at your convenience. It's now time for the official weigh-in of our main event of the evening. This one, 12 rounds in the Cruiserweight division for the vacant WBF Cruiserweight Championship of the World. And let's see the hardware. Raise it high overhead. That's what's at stake tomorrow night here in the main event of the evening. We'd like to weigh in first a future Hall of Famer with a professional record of 64-9. 46 big victories coming by way of knockout. He's a 10-time world title holder. He's a 4 weight class division champion, the former middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight champion of the world. He comes to Delaware from Pensacola, Florida. Please welcome, as he makes his way to the scale, future Hall of Famer, Roy Jones Jr.
Down. Camera, big man. Let me take the knee. Going down.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this your main event tomorrow night, Chase Center at the riverfront. This is for the vacant WBF World Boxing Foundation Cruiserweight Championship. Roy Jones Jr. against Bobby Gunn, skill versus will. Brought to you by David Feldman Promotions in association with Nelson's Boxing Promotions and King's Boxing.
199.
199 is good for Roy Jones Jr., 10-time champion of the world. His opponent tomorrow night will step to the scale with a professional record of 21-6-1, 18 knockouts, coming in gloved boxing. He's the undefeated bare knuckle heavyweight world title holder in glove boxing. He is the former IBA cruiserweight champion of the world from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. The Celtic Warrior, Gunn.
There we go.
97.4.
197.4 for Bobby Gunn.
Nobody in front of the camera.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask both Roy Jones Jr. and Bobby Gunn to step forward for a face-off photo. We're going to ask everybody here to please give us just a little bit of room. Everybody, please back up.
Please, we gotta back up, guys. We gotta back up a bit. Let's please move back. We gotta move back a little bit. Gotta move back.
Let's slide back. Let's everybody take 2 steps back. Ready? Count with me. 1 step back.
2 steps.
2 steps back.
There's no problem, brother.
This your main event tomorrow evening. Roy Jones Jr. versus Bobby Gunn for the WBF Cruiserweight Championship of the world. And now let's have the fighters face forward. Let's have the fighters face forward.
Fight time! Come on, let's go! Come on! He's on the business! He's on the business! Tell him, Roy, he must have forgot, baby! He's on the business!
We'd like to do a bit of a presentation to both these fighters as well. Let's everybody back up and just take a little bit of room.
Go to the camera.
Sir. Turn around, sir.
Come on, man.
Come on, Bobby. It's fight time.
Fair play.
It's fight time. It's fight time.
Come on, man.
These 2 warriors squaring off for the hardware tomorrow.
Fight time.
But you're going to remember the riverfront skill
It's fight time.
will. And we have a special presentation right now. Quickly.
Yes, sir. Everybody step back. Everybody step back. Everybody step back. It's fight time.
My bad, Mark. These 2 warriors
I'm trying to get away.
hand-painted gloves to commemorate with a professional record of 16-3, 9 victories by way of knockout from Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, now Sao Paulo. Please welcome the former Brazilian welterweight title holder, former interim WBO Latino champion, stepping up to the scale, Ronson Alves. There is Ronson Alves.
I'm here, everybody. Everybody's off the stage, out of the way, or we're not going to need you guys.
All right, let's clear the stage right now and get the scale back on. Everybody take a step off the platform real quick.
I need to get a face off these guys.
Go get back in position.
Let's slide off.
Tiger, we're coming through. Where's the scale?
They're bringing it back up.
Guys, till everybody's off with the fighter.
Everybody's off with the fighter.
Let's everybody clear off the stage and we'll get the scale back on and we'll weigh in these fighters. On deck will be Marquez and De Alba. This is Ronson Alves. He'll fight in the red corner tomorrow from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
All right, there you go.
Veteran southpaw, he won the interim WBO Latino title with a unanimous decision victory over Cristiano Romero. He made a successful defense against Hector Santana. His only losses have come to world-class fighters like Samuel Vargas, Jeff Horn, and Stephen Butler. He's been stopped only once in 19 professional fights, 16-3, 9 knockouts. Your co-main event on the scale, Ronson Alves.
Okay. $154.6.
154.6 for Alves. This was 10 rounds, junior middleweights. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the scale at this time, undefeated at 22-0, 18 victories by way of knockout. Hailing from Kazakhstan and Pahokee, Florida. He's the reigning WBA Federatin and WBO Intercontinental Super Welterweight Champion. Please welcome the undefeated Kanat, the Kazakh Islam.
Get off the stage unless you're a fighter.
Which style? Oh, you have a finish one here?
Okay.
I'll make a note of that.
154.2.
154.2 for the undefeated Islam. We'll ask both fighters to step forward in just a moment for a face-off photo. This one, your co-featured bout of the evening tomorrow night, Chase Center on the riverfront. 10 rounds, junior middleweights. They'll now step forward for that face-off photo.
Everybody off the stage except for the fighter.
This was brought to you by David Feldman Promotions in association with Nelson's Promotion.
Not in front of the cameras. Down in front.
Down.
You can't. Come on, dude.
Get off. I know. Every one of my shots.
What was Kanat's weight?
Fighters face forward.
154.2.
154.2.
Marquez and De Alba are up next. Timmons and Tyber Jr. are on deck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for your co-featured bout of the evening tomorrow night. Alves versus Islam.
Okay, guys, thank you.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to weigh in fighters for a bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior lightweight division. Brought to you once again by David Feldman Promotions in association with King's Promotions. Presented by the casino at Delaware Park. Let's introduce first a veteran warrior with a professional record of 55, 41, and 1. 32 of those victories coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Agua Prieta, Sonora, Mexico. Please welcome Herman El Panteonero Meraz. Meraz on the scale.
129.
129 even for Meraz. He'll take on a boxer out of Allentown, Pennsylvania by way of Coamo, Puerto Rico. A record of 22-2, 9 knockouts. On the scale now, Frank Santos De Alba.
130.2.
130.2 for De Alba. De Alba takes on Meraz, 6 rounds, junior lightweights. We'll ask both fighters to come forward for a face-off photo at this time. This one of your televised fights live on pay-per-view tomorrow evening, all around the country in 5 countries nationwide, worldwide, 5 other countries. Call your local cable provider and order this one on pay-per-view.
Easy, boys. Save it for
We
tomorrow
have the
night.
face-off photo, and let's face forward.
Yeah.
This is Meraz as he takes on De Alba. Tomorrow night brought to you by David Feldman Promotions and King's Promotions.
Thank you, fellas. Great job. Great job. Great job. Bueno trabajo.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the fighters engaged in a 4-round lightweight contest tomorrow evening. First up, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet a boxer with a professional record of 5-8. All 5 of those wins, though, coming by way of knockout. He represents St. Joseph, Missouri, and he is Brian Timmons. Singleterry and Biddle are on deck.
Watch your camera, brother.
138.2 for Timmons out of St. Joseph, Missouri. He'll take on a local favorite out of Bear, Delaware. He owns a professional record of 13 victories, only 2 defeats, and 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome from right here in Delaware, Joey Tyber Jr.
One more time.
136 even for Tiberi Jr. 4 rounds lightweights brought to you by David Feldman Promotions tomorrow night at the Chase Center on the riverfront. We'll ask both fighters to come forward for a face-off photo. Timmons against Tiberi Jr. 4 rounds lightweights. Fellas, let's face forward for one as well.
Here you go, Joe. Let's go, Tiberi! Joey. There you go.
Thank you very much. Brian Timmons from St. Joseph, Missouri against Bear, Delaware's Jolton Joey Tiberi Jr. Singleterry and Biddle up now. We'll have Williamson and Stewart on deck. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring forward the participants in a 4-round intra-state battle tomorrow night to be contested for the Delaware State Cruiserweight Championship. Brought to you by David Feldman Promotions and presented by the casino at Delaware Park. That's where we are right now. Introducing first, from Dover, Delaware. He owns a record of 7-1 with 4 victories by way of knockout. Stepping onto the scale, Lamont, problem solver, Singletary.
104.8.
What's that?
104.8.
104?
204.8.
He will take on a fighter out of Wilmington, Delaware, with a professional record of 9-5, 5 victories by way of knockout. Coming up to the scale, please welcome Dan Bada Bing Biddle.
I'm at the clearing.
214 for Biddle.
Get the thumb drop.
Let's ask both fighters to please step forward for the face-off photo.
For Josh.
This one for the Delaware Cruiserweight Championship. 4 rounds in an intra-state battle right here in Delaware. Limited tickets are still available. Check out firststatefights.com or online if you're watching online right now. Through the miracle of the internet. Let's face forward, fellas. Let's get one facing forward as well. That means we're going to need a right turn and a left turn out of both of our fighters. There we go.
Face forward. No, face this way.
Face forward.
There you go.
You'll probably get headshots from these, right?
Thank you very much, Lamont Singletary.
18 megapixels you can crop in.
Biddle.
I was on the phone with the producer. Where we at?
Williamson and Stewart, followed by Chiffens and Ortiz. They're on deck. Let's meet the boxers in the next contest. 4 rounds in the light heavyweight division coming at you tomorrow night at Chase Center on the riverfront. Introducing first with a professional record of 2-15. He's hailing from Alliance, Ohio, the very busy Marquez. I am legend Williamson. Williamson will step onto the scale, busy 4-year professional. He's already fought twice this year. He earned a majority decision victory in Milwaukee last Saturday, coming off a win, Marquez Williamson.
Wait. How much was that?
190.6 for Williamson. Next up, please welcome an undefeated boxer, 2-0 with 1 victory coming by way of knockout from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Henry Stewart.
Henry.
176.6.
176.6 for Henry Stewart. Let's get both these fighters up front for a face-off photo.
Face-off, boys.
Marquez Williamson against Henry Stewart tomorrow night in a 4-round contest. Hold still for just a second. And then let's face forward real
Face forward so
quick.
we can get a headshot for you for TV. I need you both to face forward.
All right.
Looking good. Hold it for 1 more second.
This is Williamson against Stewart tomorrow night. Chase Center at the Riverfront, part of your
Thank you, man.
skill versus will lineup. Aguero and Nazar are on deck. Right now, let's meet the boxers participating in a 4-round middleweight contest tomorrow night. Introducing first, making his professional debut, hailing from right here in Wilmington, stepping up to the scale, hungry, Jeff Chiffens.
Hey, it's not him yet. You got the wrong fighter up. It's not his turn yet.
No, you're on deck.
160.4.
160.4 for hungry Jeff Chiffens from Wilmington. He'll take on an undefeated fighter tomorrow night from San Antonio, Texas. He'll step to the scale with a record of 3-0-1. 2 of those victories coming by way of knockout, including one just a few weeks ago. From San Antonio, Texas, please welcome Eddie, the Hunter Ortiz. 162.2 for Eddie Ortiz. He's 3-0-1 and he takes on pro debuting hungry Jeff Chiffens. This is 4 rounds, middleweights, tomorrow evening, Chase Center on the Riverfront. Fellas, face forward for 1. There we go. Chiffens against Ortiz. Thank you very much.
Did you get him, Josh?
Yeah.
You try to slip 150.
I wish I could get straight on, but
Good enough. It is what it is. Jeff's weight? Jeff was 160.4.
This is Aguero versus Nazar.
I always say
I'm going to say it in a minute.
all right.
I'm going to show you.
All right.
This one, ladies and gentlemen, going at you tomorrow night. This is 6 rounds in the super bantamweight division. On the scale right now,
Mark. 119.4.
119.4.
What's his name?
This is Williamson Nazarov from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. 119.4. He's 14-4 with 8 knockouts. And he'll take on an undefeated professional boxer, 10-0 with 8 knockouts. From San Cristobal in the Dominican Republic, Dagoberto Aguero. 118.6 for Dagoberto Aguero. This was brought to you by David Feldman Promotions in association with King's Promotions.
What's your name? Chippens. Who? Chippens. Chippens. What happened to Nelson Promotions? Chippens going to reweight.
Oh, are you part of this one too?
Yes.
We can't forget Nelson's Promotions as a co-promoter on this fight. Nelson's Promotions, King's Promotions, and David Feldman Promotions. This is Aguero and Nazar. Williamson, Nazar, Dago, Berto,
Face off, look this way.
Aguero.
Both of you turn and look this way.
Super.
Got him.
Bantamweights, 6 rounds tomorrow night.
Beautiful.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a fight that's going to weigh in tomorrow, but we would like to bring up for some photos. We're going to reweigh Chiffens.
Chiffens, 157.4.
157.4 for Jeff Chiffens, making his pro debut tomorrow night.
Get hungry.
All day, every day.
Twice on Sunday.
Sunday 4 times.
Yeah, they're all the way in.
Come on.
Hey, is there any way we can get Roy and Bobby back around just to do headshots real quick? Because they're the main event.
No, that's what's most important. Let me go see if I can do it. Let me see if I can.
4 rounds.
You can probably get one.